Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, in what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Sam Houston Bearcats, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. Bearcats will put total leather and we'll get started. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Georgia Southern's offense is on the field for the first time today. This has an old-school feel to it as this running back makes his way onto the field, and all eyes are fixed. They are glued on him.
Yeah, the old school, because nowadays it's usually quarterbacks and the other guys that get all the attention, but this guy's so good. He is the focal point. He's the guy everybody's looking to. He's the tone setter. He's the physical bell cow for this team. He will get the rock early and often.
The inside handoff. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bearcats offense will have its first possession of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed. Quickly
to the tight end. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Bearcats will snap it on 1st and 10.
Yeah, and there's nothing harder on a defense than when you run play action and you suck me up a few steps, and you got tight ends like this, Palmer, that can run down the field, be a big target, and make big plays behind those linebackers.
Man, they're changing the position now, too, I think, David. There are more and more athletic guys playing the tight end position today in college football that can run down the field vertically and make plays like that. These aren't just blockers and guys that catch flat routes. These guys now can hurt you. They've got an outstanding weapon at the tight end position.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Bearcats line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. It's a draw. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's fired. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Brings up second down.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he'll avoid the tackle on the slide. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to him. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. This offense has a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Bearcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The ball is out behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And now a chance to pull even. 1st and goal as we get late in the first half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. fires into the end zone. And that pass intercepted.
There's not a lot of good things that usually happen for defenses when you can't get to the quarterback. The QB had all the time in the world. He sat back there. He was like, listen, it's almost bedtime. This night game's going to be over soon. Still couldn't find anybody and then makes a big mistake. How about that secondary holding up beautifully in the back end?
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Coming after him. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense, try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They go to the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Low-scoring first half, but now an opportunity to get things off on the right. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. Working that left side now.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On third down, going up top. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
The Bearcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll leave it with him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll keep it on the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Eagles are on the move. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Dances away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida Atlantic delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in Boca. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
For the offense.
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the connection. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got his man in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to the air one more time. Dumps it off in the flats. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He did in that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Offense lining up quickly.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Pre-snap motion in the backfield. The give from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Eagles get enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The give to the back. Discards a man. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll do it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Feeling some heat. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Looking left. He's got it. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do